Welcome back to our channel where we uncover the secrets behind rare coins that could be hiding in your pocket change and worth a fortune. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1977 no-mint marked Jefferson 5-cent nickel coin. This rare and extraordinary piece of American numismatic history has caught the attention of coin collectors, investors, and historians alike, not just for its scarcity but for its incredible current market value, which has soared to an astounding $87,998. Yes, you heard that right. One small 5-cent nickel could potentially be worth nearly $88,000 today. So sit back, relax, and let us take you on a journey through time and value as we uncover the story behind the 1977 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark. Let's begin by taking a look at the historical background of the Jefferson nickel series. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in the year 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel which had been in circulation since 1913. Designed by Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel featured a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. On the reverse side, the coin proudly displayed an image of Jefferson's home, Monticello, located in Virginia. Over the years, the Jefferson nickel has undergone several modifications, including updates to its portrait and the composition of the coin itself. However, what makes the 1977 no-mint marked Jefferson nickel so unique is not just its design, but a rare production anomaly and collector interest that has drastically elevated its value. In 1977, the Jefferson nickels were primarily struck at two United States mint facilities, Philadelphia and Denver. The coins produced at the Denver Mint bear a small D mint mark, while those struck at the San Francisco Mint usually feature an S and are commonly proof coins. However, coins minted in Philadelphia in 1977 did not carry any mint mark at all, which was standard for the time. But what makes a 1977 no-mint marked Jefferson nickel stand out as rare and incredibly valuable is the combination of pristine condition, possible die errors, and collector-grade strikes that were either mistakenly created or maintained in near-perfect preservation over decades. Many of these valuable 1977 nickels without a mint mark that are sold for tens of thousands of dollars often fall into specific categories. Some of them possess full steps on Monticello, a term used by numismatists to describe the clarity and completeness of the steps on the reverse side of the coin. A full steps Jefferson nickel is considerably rarer and more sought after by collectors because it indicates a precise and high-quality strike. Combine that with the coin's original luster, uncirculated state, and possible unique die varieties or errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or repunch devices, and you have a recipe for an extremely valuable collectible. Let's now talk about the monetary aspect. Recently, a stunning 1977 no-mint marked Jefferson nickel in a highly preserved uncirculated condition with sharp full steps and pristine luster was sold at a major coin auction for an eye-popping $87,998. The bidding war for that one piece shocked the entire numismatic community and further emphasized the importance of checking every coin carefully before spending it. Imagine holding a coin you thought was just 5 cents, but could actually pay off your car, or even make a significant contribution toward buying a house. So, how can you identify if you own one of these rare 1977 Jefferson nickels worth a lot of money? First, you want to inspect the coin's obverse to see if there is no mint mark, which should appear just to the right of Jefferson's bust. If there's no D or S visible, then you potentially have a Philadelphia strike. Next, examine the condition of the coin. If it shows minimal signs of wear and still has its original mint shine, it might qualify as uncirculated. Then flip it over and look closely at Monticello. Count the steps. If you can see 5 or 6 full steps without breaks or blurring, that's a strong indicator that you have a full steps example. Now, this alone does not guarantee it's worth nearly $88,000. But it does increase the likelihood that your coin could fetch a very high price. If your 1977 no-mint marked Jefferson nickel passes these initial checks, the next step is to have the coin graded by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. These services assign an official grade to your coin based on its condition, strike quality, and overall preservation. Coins graded MS65, MS66, or higher, especially with the full steps designation, are the ones that attract premium prices in the coin market. You may be wondering where you can sell such a coin if you happen to find one in your collection or spare change. Well, there are a few routes to take. You can choose to consign it to a major auction house like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, where serious collectors and investors bid on high-value coins. Another option is to list your coin on reputable platforms like eBay, but always ensure that it's certified and authenticated to gain the trust of potential buyers. Coin shows, numismatic clubs, and local dealers are also valuable networks where you can showcase and sell your rare find. Now let's take a moment to appreciate how amazing this all is. In a world where coins often go unnoticed and taken for granted, a humble 1977 nickel without a mint mark has proven that value can sometimes be hidden in plain sight. These small pieces of metal carry immense historical, artistic, and financial value. Every Jefferson nickel has a story, and some stories, like that of the 1977 no mint mark variety, are truly priceless. So, what should you do after watching this video? First, check your change jars, your old coin collections, or even the drawers where forgotten coins tend to collect dust. Look closely at every nickel dated 1977. You might just be holding on to a fortune and not even know it. Share this video with your friends, family, and fellow coin enthusiasts so they too can be on the lookout for this hidden treasure. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the rare and valuable 1977 no mint mark Jefferson nickel and want to learn more about other coins that are worth big money, be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Drop a comment below if you think you might have one of these nickels or if you want us to feature another coin in our next episode. Until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and always check your pocket change because you never know when a simple nickel could turn into a small fortune. Welcome back to the channel where we explore the hidden treasures in your pocket change and dive deep into the stories of rare and valuable coins. Today's spotlight is on an extraordinary piece of American numismatic history, the 1959 mint mark Jefferson 5-cent nickel, a coin that may look ordinary at first glance but is now worth an astonishing $97,893 to the right collector. So sit back, relax, and let's explore everything you need to know about this rare and valuable coin, from its historical background to the reasons behind its high value and what makes it so unique. Let's start with the rich historical backdrop of this coin. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938 to replace the Buffalo nickel. The design was created by artist Felix Schlag, and it features the profile of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, or front, of the coin. On the reverse side is an image of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate. The United States Mint produced these nickels in massive quantities throughout the 20th century, but certain years and mint marks have proven to be far more valuable than others. One such year is 1959, and specifically, the 1959 D. Jefferson nickel minted in Denver. In 1959, the Denver Mint struck over 160 million Jefferson nickels. This large mintage would normally mean the coin is quite common and not especially valuable, but in the world of coin collecting, value is not just about rarity, it's also about condition, errors, and demand. The 1959 D nickel falls into that category of coins that hold hidden value due to a combination of these factors. First, let's talk about the mint mark. The D on the 1959 Jefferson nickel stands for the Denver Mint, one of the main mints responsible for producing coins for circulation in the United States. The positioning and style of the mint mark can also play a role in a coin's rarity, especially if there are any variations or errors. While the majority of 1959 D nickels are common in circulated condition, some coins struck that year have unique qualities that dramatically boost their market value. Now, what makes a 1959 D Jefferson nickel worth nearly $100,000? The answer lies in a combination of pristine condition, rare die varieties, full steps on Monticello, and collector demand. Coins that have been preserved in perfect condition since the year they were minted are incredibly rare. These coins are known as being in mint state or uncirculated condition. Among these, those graded MS66, MS67, or higher by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC can fetch jaw-dropping prices. The 1959 D nickel that sold for $97,893 was a perfect example of this. It had a near-flawless surface, sharp details, and what collectors call full steps on the Monticello building. Full steps are one of the most important details collectors look for in Jefferson nickels. These are the steps leading up to Monticello on the reverse side of the coin. For a coin to qualify as full steps, all 5 or 6 steps must be clearly visible and unbroken. This indicates an exceptional strike and flawless preservation. In the case of the 1959 D Jefferson nickel that sold for a record-breaking price, the coin exhibited full steps, exceptional luster, and razor-sharp detail. It was preserved in virtually untouched condition for over 6 decades, making it one of the finest known examples in existence. Another factor that can make a 1959 D nickel extremely valuable is if it exhibits a rare mint error or die variety. Errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks can significantly raise a coin's value. In some rare cases, planchet issues or die breaks also contribute to a coin's uniqueness and desirability. If a 1959 D nickel has a unique error combined with high grade and full steps, its market value can skyrocket, as it becomes an ultra-rare collectible with no known duplicates. Collectors and investors alike are always on the hunt for coins like this because they not only represent a piece of American history but also serve as a tangible asset that can appreciate in value over time. The 1959 D Jefferson nickel may appear to be just another nickel from the late 1950s, but under the right conditions and in pristine quality, it becomes a numismatic treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars. Now let's talk about the current market. At auctions and private sales, top-grade 1959 D nickels with full steps and high grades have consistently commanded strong prices. The coin that sold for $97,893 was graded MS67 full steps by a leading grading authority. This grade places the coin among the absolute best examples known, and it was likely snapped up by a serious collector or investor looking to add a premium piece to their collection. As more collectors focus on high-grade Jefferson nickels, prices continue to rise, especially for those rare few that meet the highest standards of condition and rarity. So how can you tell if you might have a valuable 1959 D Jefferson nickel? First, examine the coin under good lighting and preferably with a magnifying glass. Check the Monticello steps on the reverse. Are all steps clearly visible and unbroken? Next, inspect the coin's surface for luster, sharp details, and the absence of scratches or wear. If the coin looks almost brand new, it may be in mint state condition. Finally, if you believe you have a high-quality coin, consider sending it to a professional grading service to receive an official grade and authentication. Before you go running to check your coin jars and old drawers, keep in mind that while the average 1959 D nickel in circulated condition might only be worth 5 to 25 cents, the key to massive value lies in rarity, condition, and demand. But even in a regular circulated batch, you might find one with a slight die error, a sharper strike, or surprisingly well-preserved surfaces. It's these small differences that can lead to big money. In conclusion, the 1959 D Jefferson 5-cent nickel is a remarkable example of how history, rarity, and condition combine to create extreme coin value. A single nickel, one that might have once been spent on a soda or candy bar, now holds a value of $97,893, proving once again that hidden treasure exists in the most unexpected places. So check your change, explore your old coin collections, and stay curious. You never know when you might discover the next big numismatic gem hiding in plain sight. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into the story of the 1959 D Jefferson nickel, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more rare coin history, and ring the bell icon so you never miss our next episode. Until next time, keep collecting and stay excited about the hidden history in every coin. Welcome back to our channel where we explore some of the rarest and most valuable coins in United States history. In today's incredible video, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1961 D Mint Mark Jefferson 5-cent nickel coin. This is not just any ordinary coin. It is a special piece of American history that has shocked collectors and investors around the world with its high value and rarity. And would you believe that this coin has a current market value of up to $47,892? Yes, you heard that correctly. One single nickel could be worth a small fortune if you know what to look for. Let's take you back to the year 1961. The United States was going through major changes both politically and culturally. This was the year when John F. Kennedy became the 35th President of the United States. The country was in the early stages of the space race and American families were embracing post-war prosperity. Amid this backdrop, the Denver Mint struck a large number of 5-cent Jefferson nickels bearing the D Mint mark. In fact, over 238 million nickels were produced in Denver that year. So how does a coin that was produced in such large quantities become so valuable today? The answer lies in condition, rarity of strike, minting errors, and collector demand. While hundreds of millions of these coins were made, only a small fraction have survived in pristine condition. Most of them went into circulation and were used for everyday purchases, enduring scratches, wear and damage over decades. But some rare examples managed to avoid circulation entirely. These are known as mint state or uncirculated coins. The rarest and most expensive 1961 D nickels are those that have been graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC as MS67 or higher. The MS grading scale stands for mint state and ranges from 60 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin with no flaws visible under magnification. One reason this particular nickel has skyrocketed in value is because of its exceptional strike quality. Some coins from the Denver Mint that year have what's known as full steps on Monticello, which is the building on the reverse of the coin. Full steps mean the steps on the image of Monticello are completely visible and separated, which is incredibly rare for that year. Coins with full steps are much harder to find and are extremely desirable among collectors. The full steps designation alone can multiply the value of a coin several times over. Now let's talk about errors. Minting errors are one of the main reasons why some coins become incredibly valuable. The 1961 D Jefferson nickel has a few known varieties including double die errors, off-center strikes, and coins struck on the wrong planchets. A double die error occurs when the die that strikes the coin has been engraved twice, slightly off alignment, creating a doubling effect on the coin's surface. This is most often seen in the lettering or the date. Off-center strikes happen when the coin is not properly aligned in the press, resulting in part of the design being cut off. Wrong planchet errors occur when a coin is struck on a blank meant for another denomination, or even a foreign coin. These errors are rare, fascinating, and can make the coin worth thousands of dollars instantly. One recently auctioned example of the 1961 D Jefferson nickel in mint state with full steps and no visible flaws sold for an astonishing $47,892. This coin was professionally graded and authenticated, and its near perfect condition combined with its rarity made it a prized possession for collectors. Think about that for a moment. A 5-cent coin from over 60 years ago, worth nearly $50,000 today. So what should you look for if you have a 1961 D nickel? First, examine the coin for the D Mint mark, which should be located on the reverse of the coin, to the right of Monticello and just above the building. Check the steps of Monticello to see if they are fully visible and not worn. Look closely at the date and lettering for any signs of doubling. Check for any unusual features that might signal a mint error. If you believe you have something special, it is important to have the coin professionally graded. Services like PCGS and NGC can confirm the authenticity and condition of your coin and give you a formal grade that determines its market value. If you're lucky enough to have one of these rare coins sitting in a coin jar, drawer, or old collection passed down from family, you could be holding on to a small treasure. The demand for rare coins has exploded in recent years, with collectors and investors alike pouring money into the hobby. Coins like the 1961 D Jefferson nickel have become investment pieces due to their limited high-grade population, historical value, and increasing market prices. In conclusion, the The 1961 D Mint marked Jefferson 5-cent nickel is more than just pocket change. It is a piece of American numismatic history with a story that stretches back to a defining era. While most examples may only be worth face value or a few cents more, there are those rare diamonds in the rough that can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. So check your change, go through your old collections, and who knows, you might just uncover a coin worth $47,892. Stay tuned for more rare coin discoveries, tips on what to look for, and how you can turn forgotten coins into real money. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more valuable insights into the world of coin collecting. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Welcome back, coin collectors, rare coin lovers, and numismatic treasure hunters. In today's exciting and very detailed episode, we are diving deep into the history, unique features, and market value of one of the most mysterious and valuable coins from the late 20th century, the 1978 no-mint marked Jefferson 5-cent nickel coin. This humble 5-cent piece may look ordinary at first glance, but hidden within its copper-nickel alloy is a story of rarity, collector passion, and jaw-dropping value. Some of these coins have stunned the numismatic world by fetching a staggering price of up to $45,987 in today's collector market. So sit back and prepare for a fascinating journey into the world of this rare nickel. Let us begin with the rich and important historical background. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in the year 1938, replacing the buffalo nickel that had been in circulation since 1913. The Jefferson nickel featured a left-facing profile portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and principal author of the Declaration of Independence. The reverse design showcased Jefferson's iconic home, Monticello, a neoclassical masterpiece that still stands in Charlottesville, Virginia. This design was created by artist Felix Schlag, whose work was selected through a national competition. The Jefferson nickel was meant to represent not only American values of liberty and democracy but also to modernize the image of U.S. coinage during that period. Fast forward to the year 1978. This was a pivotal time in United States coin production. It was the final year before the United States Mint underwent significant changes in their design and coin striking processes. In 1978, Jefferson nickels were struck at two main U.S. Mint facilities, Philadelphia and Denver. Coins from the Denver Mint bear the D Mint mark, while those from the Philadelphia Mint are typically struck without any mint mark at all. This is where the story of the 1978 no-mint marked Jefferson nickel becomes fascinating. Although many collectors overlook coins without mint marks, assuming them to be common, certain 1978 no-mint marked Jefferson nickels are not only rare, but also come with striking errors and exceptional condition that elevate their value into the thousands. The majority of 1978 no-mint marked Jefferson nickels were mass-produced and circulated widely. But a small number were struck using highly polished dies that produced proof-like surfaces. These proof-like nickels, when preserved in near-perfect condition, became the focus of top collectors. What sets them apart is not just the lack of a mint mark, but their superior strike quality, perfect details, and unblemished surfaces. Some even feature full steps on Monticello, a detail that refers to the clear and complete rendering of the steps leading up to Jefferson's home on the reverse side. Full steps examples are extremely rare and command significant premiums in the numismatic market. As we move into the characteristics of the 1978 no-mint marked Jefferson nickel, the coin weighs 5 grams and is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel. Its diameter is 21.2 millimeters and the coin is rimmed with a plain edge. The obverse features Thomas Jefferson facing left with the words "I in God we trust" on the left side and "Liberty," and the date 1978 on the right. The reverse design includes a striking image of Monticello, with the inscriptions "E Pluribus Unum" at the top, Monticello at the center, and 5 cents United States of America below it. This simple yet elegant design has remained a staple of American coinage for decades. Now, let us talk about why some examples of this coin are worth a fortune. While most circulated examples of the 1978 no-mint marked Jefferson nickel are worth only face value or slightly more, rare varieties and exceptionally preserved specimens can command extraordinary prices at auctions. Coins graded at the highest levels by professional grading services, such as MS-67 or higher with full steps designation, are among the most desired. One such example was recently sold for an astonishing $45,987 due to its mirror-like finish, perfect preservation, and complete full-step strike. Collectors are willing to pay this premium because such coins are nearly impossible to find in circulation and represent the absolute best quality for that issue year. But how can you identify if you have a valuable 1978 no-mint marked Jefferson nickel? First, carefully examine the reverse under magnification. Look at the steps of Monticello. If all 5 or 6 steps are visible and clearly separated, you may have a full steps coin. Secondly, assess the overall surface condition. If the coin has minimal scratches, deep luster, and no signs of wear, it may grade as mint state. Third, consider sending your coin to a reputable grading company such as PCGS or NGC for authentication and certification. A high-grade designation from these services can greatly increase the value and desirability of your coin. It is also important to be aware of any striking errors that may further elevate the coin's value. Double dies, off-center strikes, or die clashes are some of the rarities that collectors love to discover. A double die error on the lettering or Monticello's architectural details can multiply a coin's value many times over. If you happen to find such a coin in your pocket change, it is like striking modern-day treasure. Some collectors and dealers even attend coin shows and conventions just to hunt for rare Jefferson nickels with these rare features. The demand for rare 5-cent Jefferson nickels continues to grow among U.S. coin collectors. As more people begin to learn about the hidden value in common-looking coins, attention is shifting toward those that were once ignored. Coins from the late 1970s are especially gaining interest, and the 1978 no-mint marked Jefferson nickel is now considered one of the most collectible nickels of its time. Online auction sites, estate sales, and private collections are all potential sources for finding one of these valuable coins. So what should you do if you have a 1978 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in your possession? Do not spend it. Take a closer look. Check for full steps. Check the condition. If the coin looks shiny and sharp, it might be uncirculated. If you believe your coin might be valuable, store it safely in a coin flip or a plastic holder and get it examined by a professional numismatist. Remember, even a small coin like a nickel can be worth thousands if it has the right combination of rarity, condition, and demand. As we conclude today's in-depth journey through the story of the 1978 no-mint marked Jefferson 5-cent nickel coin, we hope you've gained valuable insights and perhaps even the motivation to check your spare change. Coins like these prove that history, design, and demand can come together to create true modern treasures. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more content on rare and valuable coins, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our weekly updates on coins worth a lot of money. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and maybe one day you'll be the lucky person who finds a 1978 no-mint marked Jefferson nickel worth $45,987 right in your pocket. Happy collecting! Welcome back to our channel, where we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change and explore the most valuable coins in U.S. history. In today's video, we dive deep into the fascinating world of the 1980 mint marked Jefferson 5-cent nickel coin, a rare and exceptional coin that has shocked collectors and enthusiasts alike with a staggering value reaching up to $47,985 in the current market. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the iconic Buffalo nickel that circulated from 1913 to 1938. Designed by Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel was introduced as part of the effort to modernize U.S. coinage and to honor Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. Over the decades, the Jefferson nickel has become one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history, but not all years and mint marks carry equal weight in the eyes of collectors. The year 1980 holds a unique place in numismatic circles, and the Jefferson nickels minted in Denver during that year are particularly special. The 1980 mint mark, located just to the right of Monticello on the reverse of the coin, signifies that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint. Over 400 million Jefferson nickels were minted at the Denver facility in 1980, making this coin seem quite common at first glance. However, what makes this particular coin extraordinary and exceptionally valuable is not its quantity, but its quality, rarity in top condition, and the presence of extremely rare mint errors or variations. Some 1980 Jefferson nickels have surfaced with full steps on the reverse side of the coin, specifically on Monticello, Jefferson's iconic estate. These full-step nickels are highly sought after by collectors because they indicate a perfectly struck coin with razor-sharp details. Only a small fraction of these coins were struck with such precision, and even fewer have survived over the decades in pristine, uncirculated condition. Coins with full steps and a flawless strike often achieve the highest grading standards from top-tier coin grading services such as the Professional Coin Grading Service and the Numismatic Guarantee Company. But the story doesn't stop there. Some 1980 Jefferson nickels exhibit rare errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, die cracks, and clipped planchets. These minting anomalies make each coin unique and significantly increase their value in the collector market. A recently auctioned specimen with a dramatic off-center strike and full steps fetched an astonishing $47,985, making it one of the most expensive Jefferson nickels from the modern era. Another major factor influencing the value of a 1980 Jefferson nickel is its condition. Coins that have never been circulated and have been preserved in mint state, especially those graded MS-67 and above, are incredibly rare. High-grade examples with full luster, no visible contact marks, and perfect eye appeal can command huge premiums at auctions and in private sales. Collectors who specialize in registry sets are often willing to pay a fortune to acquire these top-tier specimens to complete their collections. Beyond the numbers and prices, the 1980 Jefferson 5-cent coin tells a broader story about America in the 1980s. It was a time of change and modernization in the U.S. Mint, as well as an era marked by inflation, economic challenges, and evolving technology in coin production. The Denver Mint, known for producing coins of exceptional quality during this period, played a crucial role in crafting coins that continue to capture the imagination of collectors today. If you happen to come across a 1980 Jefferson nickel in your pocket change, pay close attention to its details. Examine the steps on Monticello. Look for any signs of doubling or off-center strikes. Inspect the surface for luster and marks. If you believe your coin might be a rare variety or in top-grade condition, consider submitting it to a professional grading service for evaluation. You could be holding a coin worth thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars. As of the latest market reports and collector demand trends, the highest price paid for a premium condition 1980 Jefferson 5-cent nickel with full steps and an error combination is an eye-popping $47,985. That's right, a single nickel, originally worth just 5 cents, is now worth nearly $50,000 to the right buyer. Coin collecting is more than just a hobby. It is a journey through American history, a chance to uncover hidden gems, and an opportunity to make incredible profits from ordinary-looking coins. The 1980 Jefferson nickel is a perfect example of how knowledge, attention to detail, and a little bit of luck can transform pocket change into a life-changing discovery. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins hiding in plain sight, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new upload. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a 1980 nickel or another rare coin in your change. Who knows, your next nickel could be worth $47,985. Stay curious, keep collecting, and we'll see you in the next video.